where you can kind of piece it together where I'm doing this to the fans behind me, like, come on, fire Nico,
Right.
right? And probably about 40 people chanting with us, kind of spread out. And it's loud enough that once the free throw gets finished, then that's where the Cuban video picks up that's been widely circulated since yesterday, where he gets up out of his seat, turns around, and I'm 19 rows behind Cuban. So close enough, but still kind of far enough where we're not having like a face-to-face conversation.
Right.
But when I see him stand up and he's looking right at me, and I see he's looking at me, and I kind of look back at him, and that's when he starts mouthing. It felt like at the moment he was yelling it at us, but now watching the video, it looks like he was just mouthing the words, sit the F down. Or I don't know if y'all could, edit, but sit the F down.
Mhm.
And then I pointed back at him at that point, and I said, no, you sit down. And you can see in the video, because he's trying to say he didn't hear what I was saying. But he clearly, the second time, says, no, you sit down. And we're
Mm.
basically having a back and forth about who should sit down. I'm not using any foul language. He's clearly using foul language, telling me to sit down. And that's when the security erupted. Once Mark Cuban started yelling or mouthing words to us, and you could see there was an exchange happening between the two of us, that's when security came and wanted to have a conversation with us. But it was like 7 security in Dallas PD. And the first security guard that walked up, and you can see it in the video that I posted, because I have a 4.5 minute video that picks up right after the exchange with Cuban. Once I saw security coming deep like that, I made sure to get my phone out to protect myself. I felt very uncomfortable. I felt threatened. I felt targeted. I felt bullied. And the first thing the security guard said was, do you want to walk out or get dragged out? I felt extremely uncomfortable. I mean, yes, in my video, am I being a little dramatic? And at one point, having a little fun with it?
Right.
Yes. But at the same time, I did feel uncomfortable. I do to this day, and probably forever will feel like my rights were violated. And when I say bully, threatened, that's not hyperbole. I'm not putting too much on it. That's really what happened, and you can see it in the video.
Are you planning to take any legal action
Oh
towards
yeah,
the
sorry.
officers or no, no, you're fine. You're
No,
fine.
I've been rambling for 2 days straight.
No, no, you're fine.
Um, I'm I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's just been such a whirlwind since it happened that I haven't really sat down and thought about, is this something that I want to pursue on a legal basis?
Right.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think in the video, I think there's compelling evidence that we were mistreated, that we were bullied, that we were threatened. I think anybody could watch the video and agree that we could be uncomfortable in that moment, and that other people watching it, if they put ourselves in our shoes, would be very intimidated and very uncomfortable. And I don't think that's right. And so I'm gonna think about it some more. But that's not off the table. It is definitely not off the table for legal action at this point.
I know with this incident and everything, are you planning to go to any more games this season, or you're like, you know what, forget the Mavs right now?
No, 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 no. I feel like they would win if I didn't go back. You feel me? Like I'm not going to be bullied and intimidated to not showing up to the arena, and that's exactly what they want on their end. Is to just they're using a heavy hand to try to squash the fans right now. Any feelings they have, any things they want to say, it's crazy. I've never seen this happen in professional sports before on this level. Never in my life. And the fact that I'm right here in the middle of it is even crazier. But look in the history of American or even international professional sports, maybe international because they go super hard here, but not in the US, not in American sports. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, the way the fans are being treated out here in Dallas. For the OG Dallas Mavericks fans and all the people in the community that I've met, and how poorly they're being treated, not just in not just in person at the game, but also the way they're being treated in the media, the way people are talking about them, the way Cuban, he's been ranting on Twitter today, basically just lying and talking ish on fans again. It's crazy.